Emma Collins just moved into her new apartment in downtown Seattle. It was small, slightly outdated, but cheap and close to work. The landlord, an older man named Mr. Harlan, handed her the keys with a warning: "Don't enter the back room after midnight." Emma laughed it off, thinking it was a strange joke. But that night, curiosity gnawed at her as she unpacked her boxes. At exactly midnight, Emma heard a faint creaking from the back of the apartment. The room in question was behind a locked door. The key she had never used seemed to hum in her pocket. Hesitant, she approached, feeling the chill of the hardwood floor under her bare feet. The door was slightly ajar now, though she was certain she had locked it earlier. Pushing the door open revealed a room she had never seen before. It was empty, yet perfectly furnished. The walls were painted a deep crimson, and a soft glow filled the space, though no lamp was visible. On a small table sat a photograph of Emma herself, sitting in the exact same room, but she had never been there before. Her heart raced. A whisper seemed to float through the air: "Welcome back, Emma." She spun around, but the hallway was empty. The room felt alive, almost breathing, as if the walls themselves were watching. She reached for the photograph on the table, and the moment her fingers touched it, the glow intensified, casting long shadows that danced across the floor. Suddenly, the apartment behind her dissolved. The living room, the kitchen, even the bedroom, all vanished into darkness. Emma stumbled backward, but the room she was in remained. The photograph now showed her stepping through the door she had just entered. The whisper returned: "You always come back." Emma realized she was trapped in a version of her apartment she had never rented. She tried the door. Locked. The windows? Dark, showing nothing but endless blackness outside. Panic rose, but a strange calm followed. It was as if the apartment wanted her to explore. She moved deeper into the crimson room and noticed another door on the far wall, one she had never seen, slightly cracked open. Light leaked from inside. Emma opened it cautiously. A hallway stretched before her, familiar yet distorted. Hallways she remembered from her old apartments in other cities, now connected in impossible ways. The air smelled faintly of lavender and old paper. At the end of the corridor, a figure stood, a version of herself, older, with tired eyes and a knowing smile. "You don't understand," the other Emma said softly. "This apartment chooses people. It shows you possibilities. Every choice, every regret, every fear, it manifests here. And every night, it replays, testing you." Emma could hardly breathe. The older version pointed to a door at the far end. "If you want out, you have to walk through and leave something behind. Something real." Emma looked around. She had nothing physical she could leave. Then she understood. Her fear. Hesitation. Her need to control everything. She stepped forward, clutching it tightly in her mind, willing herself to release it. The apartment seemed to shiver. The crimson walls flickered, the photograph dissolved, and the whisper grew louder. Brave enough. The hallway brightened. Doors appeared leading back to familiar rooms. The kitchen, the living room, her bedroom, all intact. Emma stepped through the last door. The room behind her disappeared completely. Outside the window, the Seattle skyline was normal. The apartment was as it had been the day she moved in. She gasped, realizing it had all been real. The clock on the wall ticked past midnight. The whisper was gone. Emma sank onto the couch, exhausted. The key in her pocket felt normal again. Nothing humming, nothing glowing. On the table, a small slip of paper had appeared. "Some doors only open once. Remember, you will always be welcome back." She folded it carefully, unsure if she'd ever truly leave. Morning sunlight filled the apartment. Emma went to work, everything seemingly ordinary, but she carried the memory of the crimson room with her. She smiled at strangers, walked past alleys with caution, and never again doubted the mysteries hidden in plain sight. Somewhere, deep inside, she knew the apartment waited, patient, for the next curious soul brave enough to step through.